we are going to continue with ground fighting position. What we talked about before was the ground fighting position as a way of kicking your way to safety, using it to keep your foot up in the air between you and the attacker at all times. So that's the whole purpose of turning, that's the whole purpose of flipping. I'm keeping my foot between me and the attacker. I'm using that, boom, boom, for kicking, and I've got my hand up here to protect me if need be. I can grab if he grabs. So that's primarily what we use it for, but it's also a very good position for doing a takedown. So we're going to take a look at that, and come on over. So he's standing there, he's getting in close. So of course I can kick, but I can also take him down. And the way I do that is whatever foot is on the bottom, I'm going to use that to hook his leg, and then I'm driving through, and I'm actually pulling this as I'm pushing that. So what that does is that when I do it fast, that does that, he loses his balance. Okay, so once again, bottom leg, always the bottom leg, that's the hooking leg. Never hook with the top because you're not going to be able to do this. You want to hook with the bottom, and when I hook, if you can see what I'm doing with that foot, I'm doing this. As far back as it can go, I'm pulling my toes back, and it's turned, and I'm hooking at the bottom. And at the top, I'm simply driving through. And when I do that, I kind of turn into what we call a side kick. In other words, I'm not kicking like this. I want to make sure I get the whole surface, so I'm driving through like that. So I hook, and I drive, and I pull. It's a scissoring action. Do it very slowly. It hyperextends his knee, and it will send him falling. Now, if he's got that same foot forward, and I'm on the other side, what am I going to do? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hook the bottom, and I'm going to come through, and I'm going to kick here as I pull that. Boom. Boom. Okay? So it doesn't matter what side you're on, you hook with the bottom. When I'm on this side, I'm hooking on his outside. When I'm on this side, I'm hooking on his inside. Notice that I'm hooking the front leg. The other thing that's really important is if he's back a ways and I hook here, my leg is straight, this isn't going to work. I don't have enough force. My leg needs to be bent and ready to drive through. I don't have enough force to really do that. He has to be closer. So I've been kicking him, but he manages to get in closer. Hook, bam. And this is not a nice kick. This is a take the knee out kind of a kick because this is a self-defense situation. So once again, I'm pulling as I'm pushing through like that. Okay. What if he manages to grab one of my legs? So let's say I'm here and I pause for a second, or maybe I kick and I miss, and he grabs that leg and he's got a good hold on it. How am I going to get out of that? The easiest way is just to get in close, get on my back. I can kick here, boom, boom, that's going to distract him. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heel. This is called an axe kick, A-X. Bam. And I'm going to come down on his hands repeatedly. He will let go. It'll probably break his hands. So an axe kick bring it up and you come down. Bring it up and come down. You're hitting with the heel here. Okay? So, if he manages to get hold of that foot, I can drive this in, hurt him in the legs, and then shift over. Boom. If his head's down, then I can do the same thing on his head and then drive in here. He has basically made himself very vulnerable when he grabs. Now, if he manages to grab one and I try to kick and he grabs the other, what am I going to do then? Well, what I'm going to do is, most likely, he's going to do one or two things. He's going to pull me, okay? And if he pulls me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with it. I'm going to get on my elbows and scoot in, and I'm going to grab here. If I can't reach one of his legs, I might just grab his pants. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch my legs together, and I'm going to push as I pull down here. Like that. And down he goes. Okay? So let's see that. Here he pulls back. I use that and I grab here. I pinch my legs and I pull as I push. Opposing forces. Boom. Oh, oh, you alright? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So, this is what it looks like. I'm grabbing and I'm pinching my knees together. What that does is that tightens my legs around his legs, and then I pull as I push. Boom. The other thing he might do, if he has my legs, one or both, is try to throw me aside and then come in to strike me. Yeah, like that. He could do that with one leg too. He could just throw it. Okay? So, if he does that, let's go this way and then throw me that way. Okay, so let's start with one leg. So he's got that leg. He's going to throw me over so he can try to get to my back. When he does that, if he does that, go ahead. I'm going to get up here and drive a back kick into him. Okay? So I don't let him throw me over like this. I go with the motion, and I get up on my knees and I throw a back kick. So he does that again. Bam, bam, bam. And then from here, I would probably get back in position, and then if it's safe, transition to the get up. Okay? If he throws both legs, it's going to be similar. Boom, boom. Okay? So, I go with the motion, I roll, I get on the knee, and whatever leg is available, I start back kicking. It's a powerful kick, and it'll prevent him from trying to get in closer. Okay, so these are some things you can practice. You can practice from the ground fighting stance. You can practice hooking and then scissoring. Okay, on the other side, hooking and scissoring. Good strength exercise too. One thing I failed to mention in the last video was the reason that I tucked this foot in. If I have it sticking out, real easy for him to stomp on it. So I keep it out of the way so he can't stomp on it. So you can practice that hooking. You can practice the axe kick, which is basically just coming up and coming down. If you can get a pillow or something or a couple pillows to come down hard on it. Do it with both legs. Boom, boom. And you can practice rolling and kicking. Okay, so we're here. He grabs, except we're pretending that you're grabbing.
Right, right.
And then you can roll and kick. Kick. Okay? Okay, so practice those things, and we've got another video coming up. I'll probably post it next week, but it will be what to do if somebody is on top of you when you're in a ground fight. Okay, have a great week.